Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy kayle 1v9 here, and welcome to my new Kayle guide for Season 11. Holy shit, guys. It's been quite a while since I last updated you on what I built. Um, Preseason started last week. I've played a lot of games, tested a lot of stuff, and I came to a conclusion. And today I want to show you what runes I use and what items I built right now in Preseason 11 for Kayle. So right now I'm currently Masters and 152 LP. I was a bit higher yesterday or 2 days ago. But yeah, so I'm talking from experience, and yeah, so I think you guys can trust me in case you don't know who I am. And yeah, so let's go over to runes. First of all, I've been using 3 different rune pages. So the first rune page I use is still press the attack. This is pretty much the page I use. Again, as last season, you can pretty much go press the attack every single game. There are no downsides of this rune page. It's always good in every single matchup. So yeah, I use press the attack. Still overheal. You can try Presence of Mind. I saw some people run it, but I still think that overheal is pretty good, especially because we paired with Ravenous Hunter and also our item, which I go into depth later. I still use Alacrity and Coop. I sometimes use Cutdown when I play against tankier matchups, and I also go for Last Stand when I feel like I will be low HP all the time. For the second page, you know this from my last guide already. I run Itembuild Collection, Ravenous Hunter. Basically, Itembuild Collection gives you AD and AP, depending on what champion you play. So in this case, we get AP. For kills and assists, we get up to 10. And we get a total of 30 AP, which is really good, I think. If you're really insecure, you can also try Taste of Blood, which gives you a little bit more sustain in lane. But overall, I think that Itembuild Collection and Ravenous Hunter, give you really, really good sets. So for the second page, you can also try Sorcery. I've seen people run Transcendence and Gathering Storm. Transcendence got a little bit reworked. But overall, I think that you are good to go with Itembuild Collection and Ravenous Hunter. Again, as I say it all the time in my streams, it does not matter what second rune page you run. You can run everything. You can run Inspiration, Resolve, Sorcery, Domination. It is really, really up to you, what you like, what your personal preferences are, and yeah. So for the second rune page, I've been using some Phase Rush again. Okay, this looks a little bit weird. But the reason why I started going Phase Rush more often now again is because apparently you can proc both Phase Rush and Electrocute of E and Q, or E and Auto. I think it's because E counts as an ability and a spell, and a auto attack. And therefore, you all need to proc twice, 2 things, kind of, right? So you use E once and then just auto, or like Q and E, and then you proc Phase Rush or Electrocute. So therefore, I think it's like pretty good, pretty worth considering taking it. I go Nimbus Cloak, because I run TP. I don't run TP second. I run either Barrier or even Ignite to, kind of just follow up on enemies if I need to. The extra movement speed. I again run Transcendence and Gathering Storm. Really good for late game scaling. And again, Kayle is not an early champion. You want to get your 2 items. You want to get your 3 items. You want to just get, the most amount of scaling you can have. And for the second page, I've been trying out a lot of Ultimate Hunter and Itembuild Collection. Works really well. I got a few games where I got a lot of Ultimate Hunter stacks early on. But again, I think second page is really up to you. You can also run Ravenous Hunter. You can of course run Alacrity and like Coop as well. That is again really up to you. Just try out and see what works best for you. And yeah, for the third page, I've been running this a lot in the past. It is Electrocute with a cheap shot, Iber collection, and either Ravenous or Ultimate Hunter. And I usually variate these things. I usually run Transcendence and Gathering Storm. It's really good. Again, you can proc off Electrocute with E or Q or E and auto. So therefore you get like really good trades, especially if you hit Q and then E to like get your extra cheap shot damage. Yeah, definitely tried it out. I've had a lot of success with it. And again, second page is really, really up to you what you prefer. And yeah, these are the 3 rune pages I use right now. There's not really a certain matchup where I go a certain rune. It's more of like just what I want to play. I think everything works into everything. Runes are pretty balanced, so it shouldn't really affect how you play or like how good you play, right? So yeah, that's it for the runes. Let's go over to the items. Yeah, here we are the items. It is pretty simple. First of all, guys, I will talk about AP Kayle today. I haven't really played AD Kayle at all. The reason why is because AP Kayle works so well right now. AP Kayle also got buffed. In case you didn't know, she got more attack speed for AP. The question is, can I find this? There we go. I saw it. Yeah. So you get 2%. So you get the 6% anyway, but then you get more attack speed for more AP you have on your passive. Which means if you go like for 800 AP, you will have like 2.0 attack speed without buying any attack speed item except for like Nashos. So I think this is really good. This makes APK really, really good overall. So this is why I've been exclusively running APK right now. Yeah, with quite success. I also tried some support kill games, guys, and I can recommend you to not try it. I mean, it can work, but again, I think there are better AP champions or better support champions, I mean. And yeah, but let's go over to the items again. So I've seen a lot of people say that you have to rush a mythic item in order to like be useful and stuff. I do not think this is right. I think that actually rushing a mythic item on Kayle is really bad. On AP Kayle, on AD Kayle, it's a different story. But I'm talking about AP Kayle today, so everything I say is about AP Kayle. So I've tried running Riftmaker first. It felt really, really bad. It felt really underwhelming. So I talked to another Kayle main, actually a challenger player, David Sonic. I think a few people of you know who he is. He's a Polish pro player. He's known for his Kayle. And yeah, I've talked a lot to him in the past week. And he told me that I should try Nash's Tooth into Riftmaker. And holy moly, guys, this is it. This is literally the best build right now as of today. Today is the 15th of November. I'm pretty sure that Kayle will get nerfed. A lot of people are picking up Kayle lately, which really sucks. I have to dodge more games. Kayle gets picked a lot. I hate this, guys. This is literally the worst thing for one trick. But what can you do? So, yeah. I start off with Nash's Tooth. Alright, first of all, starting items. I either start Doran's Ring or Doran's Shield, depending on if I play into a melee champion, or Doran's Shield if I play the ranged champion. Again, I start Potions, of course, and Stealth. And for my first spec, I try to get a Plastic Wand. If I have enough gold, I of course go for Recurve Bow, or if not, I'm gonna either buy an Amplifying Tome early on, or like a dagger or two, depending on when I have to recall. So once you've completed the Nash's Tooth, you're really strong. So the build is kind of a auto attack based build, right? You rush Nash's Tooth. Therefore, you also max E right now, guys. There are a lot of people who still max Q. I think maxing Q is still totally fine. But overall, I think maxing E is better after they buffed it last month, I think it was. So yeah, I would recommend you guys to max E. I also tried out 3 points in the Q and then Emax. That also worked pretty well. So again, I can just recommend you guys to try out both Emax, Qmax, maybe 3 points Q, then Emax, and just see what works best for you. If you prefer Qmax, you know, if you like Electrocute, you can go like Qmax for more burst damage. But overall, I'd say Emax is a bit more consistent and overall a bit better as well. So after Nash's Tooth, of course, you want to get your mythic item. Rift Maker gives you 15% Omnivamp. And the reason why it's really bad first item is because Omnivamp, you know, scale is like your damage, right? You heal off 15% of your damage. So just rushing the item doesn't give you really much damage. But it scales off items. So after completing this, you already have your Nash's Tooth. Then you start to heal off like quite crazy. It's not as good as the Gunblade after 2 items, but it can definitely compete with it. So yeah, I usually try to get the Leeching Lair first. If not, I just go Blasting Wind. If you recall on like 900 gold, you could choose to either get Blasting Wind or Amplifying Tome and Ruby Crystal. I'd always go for Blasting Wind, it's more AP. You can't really do much with the HP, and therefore I think just going Blasting Wind and then just grabbing the Leeching Lair is really good. Yeah, I also started running Sorcerer Boots instead of attack speed boots. When I go for pressy attack, I usually still run Berserker Greaves, but with either the Phase Rush or the Electrocute build, I started going Sorcerer Shoes because you get a lot of attack speed from your AP anyway now. Try it out again, Sorcerers or Berserkers. Try what fits better to your playstyle, and yeah, I like the Sorcerers. They feel really good. Can definitely recommend it. For the third item, I most of the times go for Rabadon's Death Cap. It really sucks that it got more expensive now, 200 gold. But again, it's still the best third item power spike you can have on Kayle. Of course, if there's a super fat assassin, then you should consider getting a Zhonya's. If there's a fat AP assassin, you should consider getting a Banshee's Veil. But overall, I think that going just straight up Death Cap will make things a lot easier for you. So yeah, third Death Cap is the way to go for me. Fourth and fifth item, not including Sorcerer Shoes, are really dependent. I tried Cosmic Drive. I'm not sure if I like the item or not. The ability haste you get is insane. 30 ability haste is really a lot. But like the movement speed you get is kind of. I mean, the good thing is your waves apply the movement speed buff, which is quite cool, but it's like not that much. So it's definitely worth consider taking it, but it's not like a must buy. Again, if there's a lot of MR, you can also go Void stuff. I really like getting the Blinding Jewel. It's a really strong item. So yeah, the best thing, or like the most amount of damage you can get is by just getting Nash's Tooth, Rift Maker, Sorcerers, Death Cap, and then just going Void stuff. You almost deal like true damage. And then again, last item, guys, it's always situational. That's the good thing about Kayle. If you need anti-healing, Morello is your go-to. Again, Assassins, Zhonya's, Banshees. Demonic Empress is nothing I've tried yet. But if I should run into more than a few tanks, then this is probably my go-to. Also, I just realized I have 2 Zhonya's here. Banshee's Veil we put in here. Yeah. That's basically it for the runes and my build. As you can see, guys, I'm having a lot of success right now. I'm running a 68% win rate in Masters Plus right now. So yeah, I think Kayle is really strong right now. Definitely consider picking her, guys. I play her mid lane. I do not play her top lane. So this guide is more for mid lane Kayle players, but it also applies for top lane. Just run press the attack and the same build Emax, and you should be good to go. I just prefer mid lane over top lane because for me it's a easier lane. The matchups a bit better for me to handle, and overall I can just have more impact on the games. So yeah, that's it for my small preseason 11 runes and build guide for Kayle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, and if you have any questions, make sure to ask me in the comments down below, guys. I am also streaming every single day on Twitch, twitch.tv/kayle_1v9. Make sure to check it out if you want to. I would really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and much love, everyone. And I hopefully see you guys in the stream.